soon you actually see that taking place. Behind the current Victoria Falls city, there's 1,000 hectares, that's Monday. That would be a leisure city. 54K is gone down to Batoka. There is Batoka Gorge, but there is Batoka district, 3,200 hectares. That becomes the commercial city with a bullion bank, with a digital stock exchange, and the commercial aspects, a trading platform, and a minerals processing zone. Because you have to create new business, so your conception of a modern city must be integrated. You talk of energy, your bulk infrastructure, but at the same time, you must talk about what kind of business is it going to be. Yes, we know naturally this is a tourism area, but what happens when there is no more tourism? That city that you created will become a ghost city. So create new business with technology. And when you go to the airport, 13 kilometers from the airport, there is Ndlovu, 3,000 hectares. That Ndlovu is 34 km from Monde to there, 53 from Batoka to Monde. And that becomes, because of its proximity to the airport, it becomes an aero and sports city. It's a triangle. But in between, you don't disturb any flora and fauna. You create high-speed transportation in between. But these three were supposed to be growth points. But they will now become district towns, which will become a private city. So the conception, thinking is important, how we see things and how we develop things. So when we have looking at opportunities to seize, people go mostly into the cities and want to look for land to build. But we've got so much land outside the cities. What are we doing with those lands and how are we developing those so that we become a resilient nation? A nation that has got a development index that covers the entire spectrum of the life that we have. So our mindset is our problem. And our mindset needs to be further developed. And how to further develop it is from starting from the child. Today, that child, when I'm talking what I'm talking, some of you are actually saying, you know, but when it is a child now, you are able to develop them fully and allow them not to know more about what happened at Broken War and the Triple Alliance. Get them to understand algorithms, get them to understand conceptions, contextualization, blocking and aspects. Those things will enable that child to grow, fully develop, to be able to be an inventor, inventive, create new ideas, create new thinking. You want to be a new thinker when you do your PhD. I was told when I was doing my PhD that you create new knowledge. You only create new knowledge. But I have seen that it's all just recycling all the information that is already available for us. Let's create new thinking. But the spiritual aspect is also a very important note, which we need to look at, study, and understand, because it helps us to see what we don't normally see. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Engineer.
A shift in mindset is what he's telling us. He says we need to start